Let's count down the top 10 rides at Papea Park. Number 10, La Chenille. For any of my non-French speakers out there, La Chenille is French for caterpillar, which means yes, our first attraction upon our list is going to be none other than a wacky worm. And no matter if you love all of those wild twists and turns, mini airtime hills, and that one totally thrilling drop, or you've seen so many of these in the past that just the sight of one of those adorable caterpillar trains that FYI you'll be sat in totally bugs you, there is no doubt that this is a perfect adventure for any of those younger thrill seekers out there who is not yet ready to take on the full force of the Cyclone at this time. Number 9, Magic Bikes. As someone who loves cycling, I can tell you that there is no better sensation of a wind rushing against your faces as you shoot down the hills at some crazy speeds. However, even I would think that the Magic Bikes have taken that sensation a little too far, with in a nutshell amongst the Magic Bikes automatically spinning around. Instead of pedaling to go faster, the more that you and your partner pedal, the higher you will go, meaning that if you put it all in, you can get that beloved cyclist feeling, plus the one of flying high through the sky at the exact same time. Number 8, Le Crazy Motors. If you thought that just riding a bike through the sky was crazy, then you just wait, as soon as way into our number 8 spot is no doubt the craziest car ride that you'll ever experience. Don't believe me though, then just jump right aboard either the motorbike or of course my favourite one, the sidecar, cause from that moment all the way to getting off again, similar to the Magic Bikes, not only will you not be able to do any exercise, but you'll also be spinning around, but also shooting to the sides and high into the sky simply by a push of a button. And if that is not crazy, then I honestly do not know what is. Number 7, Le Splash. You can not have a theme park without a water ride, and Papea Park is no exception. Nevertheless, with northern France not being notoriously known for such great weather, usually the parks have a lower level of absolute soakingness and replace it with something else, which in this instance is the opportunity to bounce and shoot down one of these sides against up to 6 other friend-turn enemies. How awesome is that? Just do not underestimate the wetness of this attraction though, as those splashes might be as much of a surprise for you than your frenemies' faces when you become the Splash Champions. Number 6, the Oasis. I do not know about you, but the name Le Oasis sounds like we are just about to have one very peaceful experience. And whilst you could argue that bobbing up and down along the 30 seconds of rapid waters is Le Oasis, what is definitely not, however, is the 2 giant drops that follow on from that. Cause you know, when I said earlier, the park such as this tries not to get you too wet, well, once you come off Le Oasis, you may have a very different viewpoint from me, unless you are lucky enough to be visiting on one of those hot French days where this is truly an oasis of a lifetime. Number 5, Le Train de Mine. It is time to go deep into the mines, as opening up its doors almost 30 years ago, back in 1995, is not only one of the oldest, best themed and funnest family rides at Papea Park, but yet, surprise surprise, one of the wildest too, with amongst its 2 laps around the west. Adventurers of all ages will be able to share both the laughs and yee-haws when dropping, turning and even bouncing like never before, leaving just one question remaining: is such family fun the treasure of your day, or is the more thrilling options that are still to come going to blow your whistle away? Number 4, Le Roller Coaster. Creative naming aside, the roller coaster is like Marmite. You either love it or you hate it, and in my eyes it fully depends on where you sit upon its half creepy, half cute faced train, as with it stretching a whopping 20 cars long, meaning that 40 riders can experience at once. If you choose to sit at the front, the experience is going to be significantly tamer, with your train already being at the bottom of the drops before the back of the top even makes that over the top. Whereas if you are sat at the back end, a little bit of advice from me would be to hold on very very tight, cause whatever the face may suggest, this is not for the faint of hearts. Number 3, La Bateau Pirate. Ahoy there me hearties, and welcome to La Bateau Pirate, the most daring adventure on the 7 seas, but also a common one too, which is why instead of talking about how it works and although it is best to once again sit at the very back end for the best voyage, we are going to give you our first Tom tip of the vid. My name is Tom and these are my tips, which would be to leave such rides until you completed the park's more unique offerings first. Then by all means have an awesome time setting sail across the seas knowing you have done everything that you can't do elsewhere. Number 2, L'Apache. From flying cars to soaking oases to just now walking back and forth higher and higher upon a pirate ship, the next thing you know we're going to be riding and spinning on flying horses, which yes, is exactly what Apache offers amongst so much more, including what has got to be the most uncomfortable spine-crushing restraints in the West, which yes, for some no doubt, will take the enjoyment away from this one-of-a-kind adventure, but for others who can look past it, will have an experience that they, nor their stomach, will never ever forget, especially when skimming over the top. Number 1, Le Cyclone. As much as we have experienced some incredible attractions so far, still nothing blew me away like my childhood swing set did. Until now, that is, as this next level swing attraction will not just push you back and forth, whilst also spinning around almost like 25 times higher than your average swing ride did, but before you can grasp the full extent of the Cyclone, you feel seekers will be rotating completely upside down, and trust me when I say, looking directly down from this height is something that cannot be fathomed. Thank you all for watching, bye bye.